In today's video, we are going to talk about how to eat more calories if you struggle to eat enough. Alright, so believe it or not, there's actually a number of people out there who really struggle to eat enough calories. Whether it's the skinny guy who just can't put on any size no matter how hard he tries, or whether it's somebody who ate too low of calories for too long and now they're trying to get their calories up to improve their metabolic rate, or anything like that. If you want to eat more calories but you struggle to do so, hopefully this video will help you out a little bit, alright? You know, I was actually the skinny guy. When I grew up, I was 130-some pounds, soaking wet when I graduated high school. And well into my 20s, I remained pretty skinny, and it was just a struggle for me to gain weight. Now, that went the opposite direction for a little bit, but we won't talk about that right now. But I can give you some strategies to hopefully help this out. Now, one of the biggest problems people have, especially people who are really into the health and fitness lifestyle, you know, you want to live a healthy lifestyle, you want to be healthy. So, you know, you want to eat more nutrient-dense foods, which is great and it makes sense, but the problem is if you can't eat enough calories because of this, it becomes a problem, and that's really the number one tip that I can give you, right? You know, people will just say, well, if you're not eating enough, just eat more. Well, that's like telling somebody who's overweight just to eat less. Like, it's not quite that simple, right? Now, to actually eat more calories, you need to eat less satiating foods. You need to eat foods that don't make you feel so full. And a lot of the typical health foods or bro foods are gonna be very filling, all right? Your chicken, fish, turkey, vegetables, quinoa, you know, oats, whole grain foods, beans, legumes, all that stuff, all right? That's very filling foods, and if you're just constantly eating all this food, you're gonna feel very full, you're gonna get bloated from all the fiber, and you're just gonna feel terrible, so trying to eat more is gonna make you feel awful. So really the number one tip I can give you is to actually eat a little bit less satiating foods that aren't quite so filling. Maybe you need to eat a Pop-Tart every now and then. Maybe you need to eat some ice cream every now and then. I mean, I know people like want to stay away from this food because they're quote unquote bad, but it's really all in context of your overall diet. And if you have a good nutrient profile and you're hitting your numbers, these little bits of foods here and there are not going to harm you. And really, especially if you have problems with a low metabolic rate because of a long history of dieting and you struggle to eat enough foods to get it restored again, eating those foods might actually help you be healthier because you can get your metabolism moving better again. So you got to keep that in mind. So number one tip, eat less filling foods. Instead of brown rice, eat some white rice. Instead of whole wheat pasta, eat some regular pasta, all right? You know, things like that. Things where you can get more calories in without feeling so full. Now, even then that could be a problem for some people. Another thing you can do that can be very helpful is drink your calories. Right? You always hear, don't drink your calories, it's a waste. Well, this is for people who are struggling to eat enough food. So what you can do is make different shakes and things that can give you a lot of calories really fast. And especially for like making a shake of some sort, if you do like a protein powder with milk and, you know, a couple scoops of peanut butter or whatever else you want to put in there that's going to be high calorie, you can slam that shake really quick before it catches up to you, before your stomach, you know, feels full, so you can get the calories in so you don't feel so full. All right, so that's another way that you can actually get more calories in without feeling so terrible. The other thing you can do, play around with your meal frequency. You know, a lot of people are eating like every 2-3 hours all the time, probably because they think it speeds up their metabolism, which for the record, that doesn't work, all right? It doesn't really matter how your meal frequency goes for the most part. You know, there's small differences, but for the most part, it's all about your numbers. But anyway, if you're eating every couple hours, you're probably full because of that. Maybe you would do better if you ate 3 square meals. Maybe 4 meals, you know, spaced out 4 to 6 hours apart would be better for you. Maybe you eat bigger meals and you struggle with that, and maybe smaller meals would work better for you. I don't know. Everyone's a little bit different and people respond differently to different meal patterns, and you just got to play around with it. If you're doing one thing right now and it's leaving you really full, try something else, all right? So if you're eating 3 meals now, try going to more frequent meals. If you're eating a lot of meals, try less frequent meals. Play around with it, see what helps, all right? So there's many different eating strategies. All right, I mean, that's pretty much it for the most part. You know, the only other thing that I can say is, you know, as you continue to eat more calories, you know, your body's going to adapt to that. It's going to improve. You'll probably be hungrier. You know, your metabolism is going to increase over time, and things will start to improve. And it shouldn't be so difficult moving forward. But especially if you include some of these tips, it should really help. So don't eat nothing but bro foods. Have a freaking Pop-Tart every now and then. Love life. Get your calories in. All right, any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'm addicted to the love that you're giving. Every minute, every day I've been craving.